Hey friends, Nate with Keyrenter Property Management here. So I've been reflecting a little bit today on this year, 2020, some of the challenges, some of the opportunities that have come out of it, as well as what do I want to accomplish this next year in 2021. And many of you, I'm sure, have had similar thoughts and you've been thinking, how can you make next year even better than this? And I often think, how can I make today better than yesterday? And a few things that have come to mind are some statements and just some thoughts from a couple of my mentors. One of those is Mel Robbins, who you may know. She wrote the book, The 5-Second Rule. And the other one is Darren Hardy, who was the founder and CEO of Success Magazine, also very influential coach and mentor of mentors. He has a program coming out this year called The Hero's Journey, which is all about improving ourselves as leaders and entrepreneurs and as people, as husbands and wives and friends. But one of the common things that they share is what Darren shared on Monday in an email message through the Darren Daily that he sends out every day, which if you haven't subscribed to that, look at that, Google Darren Daily, and you'll see that. It's fantastic. 2 to 5 minute little snippets every day to help you get moving in the right direction. But he talks about, and this is kind of my thinking, is what are the things that I've wanted to accomplish that I'm not accomplishing? What are the action items that and the goals that I have in my heart, in my mind, even on paper, that are just not happening? And what's creating the obstacles for me? Why am I not accomplishing those? Have you had those thoughts? Do you have anything that you would like to accomplish that you're just not making progress on, that you're spinning your wheels on? So Mel talks about our brains and how our mind is set out to protect us from pain, from discomfort, from getting into situations that might create that imbalance in our lives. And so what happens is our brains convince us to do other things rather than to take action in the direction of our goals. And Darren on Monday talked about the resistance that our brains and our minds are working against us. And sometimes it's like, I need to do this today. And maybe it's one of those calls you have to make, conversations you have to have with someone that's uncomfortable or difficult. And he talks about how oftentimes we find ourselves saying, you know what, I'm going to go on to Facebook for a little while, or I need to respond to these emails first, or I need to do X, Y, and Z. And at the end of the day, we look back and we say, you know what, I never made that call. I didn't have that conversation. And that is the resistance that's keeping us from taking action. So what is the solution? Is I'm looking at my goals, the things I want to accomplish this next year. The solution that they both talk about, Mel and Darren, is to act before our brains can convince us otherwise. So Mel talks about the 5 seconds that we have before our brains start to influence our behavior. And when we have the thought, I need to do this, you start doing it and you start gaining a little bit of momentum. So for me, I want to break down this next year. What are my big goals? What are the big things I want to accomplish? And then what are the micro steps to help me get towards those big goals and to start taking action today before my brain takes over to accomplish those micro steps? And so as you're looking at this, I hope that this is helpful. Have you experienced some of this yourself? I'm sure that you have, because you're human, just like me. And we all have our struggles. We have our challenges. We have the many opportunities around us in this world. And sometimes we just got to get out of our own way. We got to take the action that we need to take. So I hope that you all have a very Merry Christmas, a happy holidays. You can see our team Christmas photo below. And we're just grateful for you. We're grateful for the friendship and who you are. And we hope that you have a very prosperous new year and you enjoy this time. Thanks. Take care, everybody.